Hey you guys, today I'm gonna be making shepherd's pie. I have not made shepherd's pie in so long, and I was thinking, what can I do with all my leftover mashed potatoes after the holidays are done and you start to get sick of them and you've made all your potato pancakes and you've had all your leftovers and you still have these mashed potatoes and you don't want to throw them away. Well, all it takes is hamburger, an onion, since I don't like to write the ingredients, some Worcester sour sauce, some tomato paste, the seasonings of your preference. I like garlic and herbs and turmeric and pepper mixed together. And then get yourself either a chicken broth or preferably beef broth. I have chicken that I have in there, so I'm gonna cook down the hamburger and then I'm gonna drain the fat and then I'm gonna season it to my perfection, cut up the onions, and then I'm gonna add some mixed vegetables, put it in a pan and put the mashed potatoes on the top, and voila, another meal. Just bear with me. I just like to sing sometimes when I'm cooking because for some reason when I'm driving I think I'm a race car driver. When I'm cooking and cleaning I think I'm a singer. And again, it's just some organic So I like to dance like nobody's watching. And I like to sing. Oh, my comfy outfit of the day is brought to you by this like velvety deliciousness. Oh, words can't even comprehend how beautiful. So, put your seasonings in there. And mash it up. Make it into taco meat. That in there. From the time that I could see you. Put your tomato paste in there, tomato seasoning, and then Worcestershire. Worcester. Everybody's got to have some Worcester around. And then just stir in those flavors. Oops. I gotta wash this. Look at that. Look at that meat! Woo! That's what she said. Look at that meat. Who doesn't love food? And then get a pan like this to put it all in, and then we're gonna preheat your oven to 350, and then we're gonna put it in the pan and cook it after the meat is done. And after I get all the stuff in there. So now, chop up the onion. I'm going to put a full onion. These are sweet onions. I'm going to put one full thing of these in there because I love onions. Chop them really small so that they kind of just are there for flavoring. Because meals from the heart are all about flavoring. Well, that happened. My tripod. Where can I put you? I still have problems with my tripod after all these years. That just shows you I'm human, guys. And now I don't bleep them out. I don't bleep them out. And when our onion falls, you leave it and move forward. So I have this on to brown, medium, just to brown all the meat. And then all those amazing flavors. Now this meat is not greasy because it's organic, healthy meat. So it's never that real greasy, fatty meat, you know? It's not that greasy, fatty meat, so I don't have to drain it. Just watch out for your fingers. Watch out for your fingers. I just like to just hack it. Get them into a small. To me, chopping has always been therapy. I love it so much. I could use all those fancy gizmos and gadgets, but no. I prefer this old-fashioned way. Get them small. Chop them up. Maybe this is better anyway, because then you can see me too. You can't just see the food. So the tripod fell for a reason. See how the universe everything just always works out for you? Everything always works out for me. The parking places, the trips, the days, the people to go with. Everything always works out for me. That's what you got to say to yourself every day. Positive affirmations. Sing like nobody's listening. Dance like nobody's watching. And have that. What you don't understand is that vibration. How we become successful it starts with our energy. I never knew that. For years I'd mope around. There's nobody. Woe is me. Oh, la, 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 la. I'm so sad, I'm so lonely. And then that was the energy I was projecting. I was putting that into the universe, and then that's what was coming back to me. And I'm like, oh, when I learned about high vibration and energy, that everything is energy. I used to say energy, and my ex-husband would say, oh my God, Ursula, would you just stop saying energy? There's no such thing as energy. You're a wackadoodle. And now that I've researched and learned, and I'm living on my own, and I realize that everything we do is energy. We are energy. We vibrate energy. Even if you go like this, and you're massaging somebody, you can transfer the heat onto them. You have the power to heal with your hands, with your mind, everything, with the food you eat. Everything is energy. So you start dancing and having a high vibrational energy, and then you watch what comes to you. It's like, it's amazing. Is that? Yeah, it's gone. Okay. It's amazing. Okay, chop those up. All right, so I kind of do need to drain it because this one does have some fat, so I don't want to leave it in. And it could be because, so now when I drain something in my sink, I never put it in, well, let's just show you how I do it over here. You never put all that grease in your sink. It's so bad. So just put it in a bowl like that. Drain your grease. Don't ruin, trust me, living on my own, I've done all of that. And then you got to call a plumber, and then $800 later. So in the area that I live in anyway. So drain it good, and then just pour this when it's cooled off into your garbage, and then you have no problems. Now if you want, now turn it down, or actually I'm going to turn it off because my stove cooks so hot. It's gas stove, and on low is like almost like high. So I drained it. I'm pouring in the onions. This recipe is like the simplest recipe ever. You know, design it. You could could also, if you wanted, if you had a lot of turkey, you could also make your shepherd's pie or what, turkey pie. You could make it with turkey if you want. You could use the same recipe and then just make it with turkey. But I'm sick of turkey, so I'm gonna, actually let me turn it back on low. Put in my vegetables. These are just frozen mixed vegetables. Easy breezy. And then if you want to add a couple more seasoning, because I drained out a little bit, add a little more tomato paste. Flavor it up, baby, flavor it up. More Worcestershire sour, because one can never get enough. And food is always about, made with love, is always about how it makes the house smell, the flavor of it, how it looks. I mean, look. We eat with our eyes first, and then we taste it, and then we just, And it always reminds us, do you remember when your mom would make you one of your favorite dishes? And you just knew, like for me, my kids were down in the basement. And so whenever I would start making whatever I was making, like breakfast morning, I'd get the big griddle out, you know, pancakes, sausage. Back then I did it all, bacon. You know, kids eat so much. And so I would do that. And then now I'm going to just pour in the broth. Because what we're going to do is we want this to flavor up. We want this to be nice and flavorful when it cooks in the oven. Kind of like a stew. Kind of like a stew. You're okay. We're okay. She sees somebody out in the window. All right, so this, you could, if you wanted to thicken it up, if you wanted to thicken it up, you could make some gravy. You could put some thickener in there. Oh, you know what I have? That reminds me. Oh my gosh. Bella, stop. No. I have the gravy from the mashed potatoes. Don't forget the gravy from the holiday. Stick that in there. That's a thickener. Gosh, I'm so glad I remembered I needed a thickener. So stick in your leftover. This was country gravy. Like that gravy that's biscuits and gravy, the white gravy. My kids just love that. So I made a Thanksgiving dinner for my son, his girlfriend, and my friend Lisa. Let's add some salt. Everything's better with sea salt. All right. So just stir that up there, and there you go. You've got the gravy thickener. That's the thickener. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for you to see this. This is so easy to put together. Anybody can do this. I want everybody to get back to home cooking because it is just the best way to live. You know what I think is really admirable? My son and his girlfriend, they both work a lot. So there's no excuses. And they take one of their days off and they meal prep. They meal prep for the week. And then they get these little containers and they just, you know, they have their meal planned out. Each week they do something different. And then they have their meals planned out for the week so that they're not just going to the fast foods and eating unhealthy food. They're taking care of themselves, and then at night they go to the gym when they get off work. I'm just like, wow, you know, that's really awesome. They're really doing it. That's what I like to do. I like to eat at home primarily. I do splurge every once in a while when somebody invites me out, of course. Because we're human, you know, we gotta have that once in a while. But for the most part, I really enjoy my own cooking. I took a break, you know, after I got a divorce. I took a year break and I warmed up TV dinners, healthy TV dinners for a year, and I was just disgusted by the end. I'm like, I have to cook because there's nothing that tastes like my food. Like what? Okay, so stir that around, get that good flavor going. And then, I'm gonna add maybe just a little bit more Worcestershire sour, just because I think it just needs a little bit more. Just because when you're a cook, you can just, when you've cooked as long as I have, you just kind of know what goes with what. And I never have recipes, I just always whip it together. It comes in time, I guess. Okay, now get your pan out, one of these, something like that. I've got a lasagna pan. Oh, this is heavy. And also it builds muscle when you cook because you gotta lift all this and mangle with all this. All right, so here's how it looks. Get rid of that. Here's how this looks. Isn't that beautiful? All right, so now, let me move this. Now I'm just gonna, here, set it down right here. Now I'm just gonna pour the I'm gonna do the mashed potatoes just right on top. I'm gonna get my hand in there just because it's clumpy. They're clumpy and I wanna, so make sure your hands are washed. I wanna get in there. Just top it on the top. And then you don't have to waste your leftovers. Find recipes. A lot of people do turkey and cranberry sandwiches, which I did. Also, potato pancakes are great for this, which I did. And when you're done with all the dids, then bake it in the oven, and the mashed potatoes are gonna just coat the top almost like a crust, kind of like a baking crust, you know? And then you can just, they're gonna be crispy and delicious. Now I like to top it with paprika. Wash my hands. I need paprika. Okay, so I top it with paprika just like you would mashed potatoes or deviled eggs. Just a little bit of that just kind of gives it an extra yum factor. Okay, so that's how it looks. And now it goes in the oven for maybe 30 minutes because everything's already pre-cooked. So let me show you my outfit. I know people are gonna, this is my casual stay at home, it's getting cold outside outfit. Comfortable. What I'm baking in, what I'm staying in, what I'm relaxing in, what I'm just enjoying my home with a home cooked meal, teaching about leftovers. Okay, so grab this, open up your stove, and grab this and put it in your oven, 350, and check it in about 30 minutes, and voila, you're gonna have a delicious another meal. Thanks for watching. Okay, I took it out of the oven. You want to take it out of the oven when it's boiling. So you see Here it's got a gravy. It's got a gravy to it, and it's boiling on the top. Can you see? Ooh! All right. So then you put it in. Cut off what you want. It's kind of like a stew consistency, kind of. I'm trying to search for the words here. I want you to see. Look at how delicious. So then, I'm gonna taste it with you. Carefully though. But usually I'll leave without tasting my stuff, and then I think, well, would Rachel Ray do that? Would any of the others do that? Oh my God. That is bomb. Maybe just a little bit more salt. Add to the top. But it's like, it's comfort food. You've got your mashed potatoes, you've got your hamburger, you've got your veggies. So let me know if you've had this or you've baked this before. Let me know. It is bomblicious. I noticed that in the video, and I know somebody's going to say something. Thanks for watching.